Once again, I'm going to kind of plow through a couple scenes into this one episode. This next scene is a scene the morning after Jude first meets Blake. I honestly hate this scene. I had shot it a couple times, and I dialogue-wise, I think it was fine. There were just a couple shots that I rushed and didn't think about, and I just kind of threw them in there anyway because of a time crunch and whatnot. So to kind of explain the scene, because I'm going to kind of talk over it as well because of a song that is not eligible to be used technically due to copyright. And action. Okay, so Jude is waking up from his late night with Blake. Janie's awake and notices him sneaking off to the bathroom and asks how his night went. Now, as you can tell from the shots of Janie, the top of her head is pretty well cut off. It gets worse a little bit later. That's why one of the reasons I'm definitely very disappointed with this scene. Yeah, of course they got along because Jude doesn't date. He just thinks that every gay guy is going to be into him. So that's part of the dynamic that is the Jude and Blake tale that we get into a lot later as well. So showing that Jude is very naive when it comes to dating, especially in the gay world. And it's not any fault of his own, by any means, or Blake's for that matter. So that'll get explored a little bit later.
Oh my gosh, how was it? It was wonderful. It's been so long since I kissed a boy, since it was like butterflies in your stomach.
I had this scene pretty well scripted, actually, and I kind of, did a little bit of improv here and there, and some of it worked out, some of it didn't. And in fact, one of the lines that is in there came from an improv from the previous time that I shot it.
I gave him my number, and I told him I was kind of busy and all that.
And a little trepidation about being busy because of his ill sister.
Well, I, on the other hand, didn't have anything nearly as exciting.
And then Janie talks about her night because everything's about Jude.
Check the dead hole 5 times, and my medicine. Thank you. For being the best sister. Being the best friend.
And then once again, a short little moment of like absolute appreciation and love for one another. And of course, Janie wants, to have that kind of happiness in her life, and the scene is actually not quite as bad as what it shows through this camera right now, but, so Janie and boom. This is an extended therapy scene between Jude and Janie with Dr. Goodacre that really sets up exactly what happened to the twins. Well, not exactly, but definitely a little bit more hints at exactly what happened to them and their mother. It's the first glimpse that we get of their father, portrayed in voice only by Rob Hocker. He gave me permission to use a glimpse of one of his photos. So that kind of puts a little bit of a face to the name. So here is that scene, and one of the interesting aspects that I tried to portray, giving the differences between Jude and Janie, is being a pretty effeminate gay male myself. I really wanted to kind of make sure that my mannerisms also dictated the characters as well. So I really kind of tried to butch up my my mannerisms for Jude, and then really kind of make Janie's a lot more feminine, so that way there was a difference. I don't know how. I personally do not see how well that came off. A couple of scenes, perhaps, and then I also wanted to make sure that my voice was a little bit deeper for Jude, and then a little bit higher for Janie, so you could definitely tell the difference. So, anyhow, here is that therapy scene.
Tell me about your father.
Well, when we were about 12 years old, Dad gave me a huge glass of what he called special cider. It was actually whiskey, but he was paying attention to me, so it was great. Until a while later that I found out that after I passed out and he beat Mom to a pulp, that was the first time that he ripped Janie.
Hello, Dr. Goodegg.
How are you today?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Let's go ahead and get down to business. Tell me about your mother, Autumn.
Mom was 16 years old when she became pregnant with us. She worked as a waitress at a diner and made pretty decent money. And she set aside some money for Jude and I for our education when we got older. Dad never knew about that, though, until she died. So when he went off to prison, that money was given to us as part of his settlement.
Well, after Dad went to prison, the money that Mom put aside for us came in. So I decided to move us here. Janie got disability. I figured we could have a better life here.
Well, we settled on a one-bedroom apartment, which was fine, but Jude insisted on having a big screen TV and expensive furniture, so that's where most of that money went.
I haven't spoken to Dad since he went away to prison. Janie did once, I don't know why.
Closure. Mom was a free spirit. He sucked the life out of all of us, especially her. This was her favorite scarf. I wear it all the time now, to keep her close to me.
I never want Janie to suffer again.
I hate him. Why did he have to kill her? Why did she have to die?